Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be doing the duet or dialogue from the third act, scene 1, sometimes called the spaghetti scene, from Neil Simon's comedy, The Odd Couple, with the characters Oscar Madison, the slob, and Felix Unger, the neatness freak. What is unusual is that I'm going to be attempting to do both parts after only 6 weeks of beginning acting. Hope you enjoy it. Perhaps this is the first time that it's been done, and it might be the last time that has been done. And we begin. Oscar, they've had a very bad night with the Pigeon sisters who live upstairs. Oscar went upstairs and had to spend the entire evening alone. Felix stayed downstairs. He refused to go up. Oscar is completely bleeped off, so they're not talking to each other. The scene begins with Oscar coming home from work, takes off his hat, puts it on the night table, passes Felix by, who is vacuuming the floors, pulls out the cord, the vacuum cleaner dies. Felix realizes that Oscar did it. He passes Felix by, taunting him. He takes his cigar out, he lights it, he dumps his ashes on the floor, he dumps the wrappers on the floor, he wipes his feet all over the furniture. He makes sure that Felix is watching all this, sits down and begins to read his newspaper. Felix comes by, picks up all the ashes, dumps them into Oscar's hat, walks into the kitchen to prepare his linguine. While this is happening, Felix dumps everything from the hat into the ashtray and dumps everything from the ashtray onto the floor all over again. Meanwhile, Felix comes out of the kitchen, passes him by, wafts the linguine in front of his face, walks down, sits down at his table, and begins to prepare to eat. Oscar takes the trusty aerosol bottle that Felix always uses to spray the house, walks around, starts spraying everywhere, sterilizing the house, and sprays it all over Felix's food, stopping Felix dead in his track. Thus begins the dialogue. How long is this going to be going on, Oscar? You talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. Well, what do you want to know? I'd like to know how long this is going to be going on. Because if you're not talking to me, I'm not going to be talking to you. Two can play the same game, you know. We both can be very childlike. Well, if you're not talking to me, I'm not talking to you. So why don't you shut up? Are you talking to me? You had your chance last night. You could have gone upstairs with me. From now on, I don't want to hear another word out of that shampooed head of yours as long as I live, and that is a warning, Felix. I stand warned. Over and out. Here's the key to the back door. If you stick to your room and you stick to the hall, you won't get hurt. I don't believe I get the meaning of that. Then let me explain. Stay out of my way. You're serious. You're serious. You really are serious. You're serious. Everything you see in this apartment is mine. The only thing that is yours is you. So stay in your room and speak softly. Well, I'll have you know that I pay half the rent, and I can go into any room that I choose. Where are you going, Felix? I'm going to go into your room. You stay out of there. Don't you tell me what to do. I spend $120 a month in rent, and I can go into any room that I choose. That was off season. Tomorrow morning the rates are going up by $12 a day. Here's the money. Now I can go anywhere I want, and I am going into your bedroom. You stay out of there, Felix. You stay out of my bedroom. Stay out of there. Get a hold of yourself, Oscar. Get a hold of yourself. If you intend living in this apartment, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to see you, and I don't want to smell your cooking. And get that spaghetti off of my poker table. What's so funny? It's not spaghetti. It's linguine. Now it's garbage. You're crazy. I mean, I'm neurotic, but you are crazy. I'm crazy, huh? That's funny coming from a fruitcake like you. Well, that's your mess, and I'm not cleaning it up. Is that a promise? Just look at it, all hanging from the walls. I like it. You just let it lie there, wouldn't you? All brown and hard and yuck, it's disgusting. Well, I'm not cleaning it up. I'm not cleaning it up. I'm cleaning it up. You stay out of there, Felix. You touch one strand of that linguine, and I'm going to punch you right in your sinuses. Oscar? Oscar? Take a phenobarbital. Go to your room, Felix. Just go to your room. Oscar, get hold of yourself. If you want to live through the night, I don't want to see you. I don't want to hear you. You better tie me up. You better lock your doors, and you better lock your windows. Okay, Oscar. Just what happened? What happened? Yes, I'd like to know what happened. Was it something that I said? Was it something that I did? It wasn't something that you said. It wasn't something that you did. It's you. I see, that's plain. I can make it even plainer, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. Was it my cooking, my cleaning, my crying? I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was your cooking, it was your cleaning, it was your crying. It was your talking in your sleep. It's those moose calls at 2 a.m. in the morning to clear your ears. I can't take it anymore. It's driving me crazy. Everything you do irritates me. And when you're not here, everything you're going to do when you come in irritates me. You leave little notes on my pillow. I told you 1,000 times, I don't like little notes on my pillow. We are out of cornflakes. F you. It took me 3 hours to figure out that F you stood for Felix Unger. It's not your fault. It's a lousy combination of initials. I get the picture. I ain't even painted the picture yet. That's just a frame. I got a typewritten list in my office of the 10 most aggravating things you do to drive me absolutely disturbed. But last night, that was the Lulu. Last night, that was the topper. That was the ever-loving Lulu of all time. What's my London broil? It wasn't your London broil. It was those 2 lamb chops. I had it all set up with that English Betty Boop and her sister. And then I wind up spending my whole night upstairs drinking tea and telling them your whole life story. So I see, I ruined your evening. After the mood you left them in, I'm surprised they didn't go back to Rockaway and swim all the way to England. I told you, Oscar, not to make that date. I told you. Don't you point that finger in my face unless you intend to use it. Back off, Oscar. Just back off. Back off. What's this? A display of temper? I haven't seen you so angry since I dropped my cigar in your pancake batter. Okay, Oscar. I wasn't going to say it. But if I have to say it, I'm going to have to tell it to you right now. If you got something on your chest, other than your chin, you better get it off. Okay, Oscar, here it comes. Oscar, you are the most wonderful guy in the whole world. I think you are the greatest. You took me in when nobody wanted me, and you gave me a home. Oscar, in my book, you are the most wonderful person in the whole world. If I've been told off, I think I'm missing something. Now it's coming. Now it's going to come. You are the most disgusting slob in the whole world. I see. You are completely unreliable. Finished? You're undependable. Is that it? And you are the most irresponsible person I have ever met. Keep going. You're getting hot. No, I finished. That's it. I've told you off. What do you think of that? Good, because now I'm going to tell you off. For 6 months, I lived in this apartment all alone. All alone in these 8 rooms. And then I invited my dearest friend to move in. My dearest and closest friend. And after 6 weeks of close personal contact, I'm beginning to have a nervous breakdown. I'm asking you a favor, Felix. Just go into the kitchen with your pots, your pans, your ladles, and your meat thermometer. If you want to come out, just ring a bell, and I'll run into my room. I'm asking you nicely, Felix, as a friend. As a friend, just stay out of my way. Just stay out of my way. Oscar, there's paper all over the floor. I just washed the floor. Stay on the paper. Cut. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Felix Unger, played by Jerry Becker. This is Oscar Madison, played by Jerry Becker. Thank you. Namaste.